My life as a Doctor Who fan. Well, it really is the same as any other life. You're just a fan of a science fiction TV show, really. It makes no difference whatsoever. But what is it like being a fan of Doctor Who? Living your life. My name is Luke. I have the voice and appearance of Noddy. Here is now a short clip of said character to prove my point.
I love roller coasters.
Remember that guy? I hope now the fact that I sound like a prepubescent preteen is now established. I also have the baby-faced nature of a Slovene, which coincidentally links well to the show I'm a fan of and I'll be discussing, it being Doctor Who. Yes, I'm a fan of the long-lasting British science fiction show with the time-travelling box and the villainous pepper shakers, which has the actor playing the centre alien Time Lord being switched every now and then, be it with long flowing locks or simply not. I will now elaborate. Yes, being a fan of Doctor Who nowadays isn't that special due to how globally recognised it is now. Heck, I live in Britain, which the show is known for being the home of, such as taking football too seriously, having a large amount of fish and chip shops everywhere, and that cute "oh yes" dog. Don't think I could ever be as proper hip YOLO swag as the cool kids either due to it. In fact, I'm a massive nerd. My first experience with the show was when I was 5 years old getting ready for primary school around June 2005. The show hasn't been on TV since 1996, but recently has been revived, and at this point they were showing the finale of Series 1, the episode in which Christopher Eccleston's Doctor regenerates into David Tennant's. Asking my dad, who has been a fan of the show pretty much since it began, and I started asking all these questions like, why did he change his face, why is there a police telephone box, and what makes the Doctor an alien? Soon enough I was filled in and I knew all the facts. I wanted to watch more, so from that point on, I kept watching. Every episode I learn of a new monster, new bits of lore, being new or classic, meaning a new Doctor Who Adventures magazine or an action figure for Christmas or a pirated disc with a couple of episodes on it from my neighbour, or even just filming me watching an episode only to pause and commentate on it with my toy sonic screwdriver around the age of 7. It turned me into quite the David Tennant fan also, to say the least. One day, you Scottish hunky slice of man meat. One day. But I know what can trump that. I interviewed Mr. Adam Ranson of the media department to talk about the history of the show and the fandom. Now, this is linking to like how some fans react to Doctor Who nowadays. Have you ever heard of Tumblr?
Oh yes, I have. Yeah.
Now, here is a picture. Basically, it's a bit pixelated, but someone has got some images from an episode. They added a filter and they added like a lovey-dovey quote to make the show all relationship goals.
This is slash fiction. It's quite famous. They did it with Star Trek, and they do it with Doctor Who quite a lot. I think it's harmless fun. I think we should. I think the idea, and making the Doctor gay or whatever is all good fun. I think people should have possession of what they're a fan of. They should do what they like with it.
They're having fun. But when I do see filtered images of like people saying how the Doctor and Rose Tyler are relationship goals, it's just the tiniest bit weird in context. For example, like this.
Oh yeah, that's slash fiction, pure and simple. Yeah.
I call it.
It's its own tradition now. It started with Spock and Captain Kirk's relationship being made light of in Star Trek.
People do the same with like Sherlock and Watson.
Yes.
Today.
Well, yeah, that's good. Yeah.
It makes me wince.
And Batman and Robin, of course. Frederick Wortham's Seduction of the Innocent. Look it up.
At least people are having fun. Now, here's another one. Were you a fan of this? the
No,
sonic
I'm afraid
glasses?
I was definitely a screwdriver man. I can't get on with Ray-Bans at all. No.
Would you have called it a bit? I mean, the show can be dumb, but would you say this?
I
was a
think
bit
the rock and
stupid?
roll Doctor is just embarrassing. It's like rock and roll dad stuff, you know. No,
It's a bit weird because when they announced Matt Smith as a Doctor, like, oh, he's too young, but then people got used to him, and now when Peter Capaldi came out, so I was like, oh, he's too old. So it's like, oh, okay, well, we'll give him a hoodie and a guitar.
you're going to run out of time.
Oh, I am.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I was a bit mad at that.
Well, he's the one that got a career, wasn't it? Chris Ethel was still working and doing interesting stuff. His life didn't stop.
Last one. This one I'm very interested in your answer for.
Okay. Well, there's a lot to be said for both sides. Yeah. Thank you. Right. So
9 series later, 3 more Doctors and 1 more Peter K. monster later, here we are now, and as for how I think it is at the moment, where I thought having a superhero-themed Christmas special was a bit odd and was not the best to say the least, and even the merchandise has gone a bit downhill, with Peter here looking like he just needs a hug telling him it'll all be okay, but hey, I'll be optimistic. Stephen Moffat will be leaving soon, which means change. I'm always going to feel obligated to watch it no matter what. And hey, at least there's always Sherlock. Oh, fuck. That's it. It is done. But was it worth it? What was the point of it all? Was it right to sacrifice my sanity for it? I'll have to let it be. Heck, like those who dream of Spider-Man swinging by their house, or to be sent a letter from Hogwarts, or that kooky little meerkat showing up with one of those wacky deals. I wish one day I can look up to the night sky and maybe, just maybe, see the TARDIS whizzing by to whisk me away from this mundane existence. One day. Wow. Bloody hell, it's cold. Heck, ain't even nothing in this mug, it's practically just for decoration. I am a sham. Look at this, it's night now, I'm going inside. Yes, it's being a fan of this show, that's why I haven't got a girlfriend. Yeah, that's good vodka to wash away my sorrows. Drown it out. Oh my god, it's so sad, I hate my life. It all gets too much sometimes, Bob. My name's not Bob. All gets too much. Sir, I think you've had enough. Oh, I'll tell you when I've had enough, right? I'll tell you. Leave the jug here. And I'll tell you. Boy, you look familiar. Why can't I just sit here with my oink glass with pigs on it and just drink my milk, okay, in peace? This isn't even a bar, it's your kitchen. What does it even have to do with the subject at hand? Nothing. I'm just a goof. For your entertainment, I'm the jester. It's not a nice life, but I have to live it. Hope you learned something. Don't be me.